It depends on, where you're coming in from. But come on in. Today is officially my first 30 days here in living abroad, here in Da Nang. Living abroad, my first 30 days. I am super and so excited today. I just been in just high octane worship and thanksgiving, just being thankful and grateful to God for allowing me to be here. Only He could have orchestrated this. Oh my gosh, only He could have orchestrated this moment. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, only He could have orchestrated this moment. So I am Kim. So welcome to my channel. Welcome to my real life journey of faith, freedom, and living abroad in foreign soil. This is foreign soil to me, guys. I am miles and miles and miles away. I'm here in Southeast Asia. God has took me from Southside D.C. Took your girl from Southside D.C. to Southeast Asia. Only God could have orchestrated this, guys. Only God could have orchestrated this. And today just been one of them days where I'm just so grateful and so thankful. I mean, if you guys only knew, Southeast DC is considered to be one of the quadrants where lowest of the lowest, dirties of the dirties, the ones that get overlooked, talked about a lot, high impoverished poverty, and just basically Southeast gets a bad rap, a bad name. And some of you guys are from Southeast, so you know what I'm talking about. But for those of you who do not know anything about Southeast DC, yes, Southeast get a very bad rep over there in that quadrant, Ward 8, a very bad rep. And so, and so many, always say that, nothing good come from Southeast. What? The devil is a loser and the devil is a liar, because there is many good that can come from Southeast. There are a couple of ladies that I know, where it's few, that I know that have made it from Southside DC or just DC in general and here in Southeast Asia. So that is a lie. The devil is a liar. But anyway, yeah, guys, so just welcome to my journey. Also too, if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the channel, share this channel with a friend, and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend about this channel, about this journey. I want you guys to know it's never too late. It's never too late. You're never too old to begin again. You're never too old. You're never too late to reinvent yourself. You're never too old, never too late. I'm living proof. I moved here. I moved here. I'm 51. You're never too late. You're never too old. So come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Okay, I'm not going to be hold you guys. I left comfort. I left comfort. I left familiar. I left people. I left the car. I left the job. I left everything and got out of America. Got out of America. I left it all behind. Did you guys hear what I said? I left the old. I left the old version of me. I left some people, some things. I left the job. I left a car. I left bills. I left survival mode. I left it all. I left it all. So, okay, so let me just get into, this journey. I left familiar. I left what was comfortable. But even as I look at, as far as being comfortable, I wouldn't even say that I was comfortable over there. I was uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, I was so uncomfortable over there back in America. And it was for years. I mean, this has been a journey, folks. This has been a journey. This is not one of those journeys where I just up and left. I just up and left in a couple of days. I up and left in a month. I up and left in 2 months. No, this has been a journey. This has been about a year. About let's take it back. Let's take it back. A couple of years ago, where I started feeling uncomfortable. You know how when a woman is pregnant and she's getting to almost delivery. She's not quite there yet. But as she's journeying on throughout the pregnancy, as the baby grows, she begins to get uncomfortable. She begins to start to be uncomfortable and maybe like her 6 month, then it goes to the 7 month, then it goes to the 8 month, then it goes to the 9 month. So she's uncomfortable. And that's how it was for me. I was just so uncomfortable. I was irritated. I was just uncomfortable. And I just started having a disdain for America. And I can't explain. It just came over me. I want to say maybe like 2022. It could have been 21. Maybe 21, 22. I just started having a very disdain for America. And it was just a disgust. I just hated, and I just used to become irritated and just frustrated at the thought of America. Um, the food, it's just everything is just like, and you know what? America reminded me of what's the movie Lion King. Remember in Lion King when the desert over there was so dark. It was so much scarcity there. It was just so dark, and to me, that's how America looked. It was just nothing there was appealing there. When I say nothing, nothing. Sure, I got family. Sure, that was my birthplace, but that wasn't the end all for my life. God saw more for me, greater for me, and I would just remember the days where I was just so uncomfortable. I hated America. Oh, it was, it was a lot, guys. But anywho, God changed my address, and I'm just super and so elated and so excited. It's like my life. It's like a movie now. It's like a movie. It's like wow, I'm really here in foreign soul. And this right here, guys, this is not in a hotel. This is my apartment. This is an apartment, and I'll go into that a little later as I go into the lab. But I may do a apartment tour. I don't know. We'll see. But it's like a movie. It's really like a movie. When I'm outside here in Vietnam, and I'm going to the stores, going to the markets here, getting fresh food, fresh vegetable, farm to table food, farm to table meat, veggies, produce, all of that. Oh my God. It's like I am living in a movie. It's like my life is like a movie, guys. And so, wow, it's 30 days. It's been 30 days that fast. And within those 30 days, I have learned a lot. There has been a lot of unlearning. There has been a lot of learning, as well. Like again, I said I left old seasons. I left the old version of me. I left the car. I left everything back in the States. America is behind me. America is behind me. I left it all. I left the job. When I say I left it all, I left it all. Do you guys hear me? That car, I took that car to the dealership. I had a car note. I took the thing to the dealership, left that thing at the dealership. I got out of there. I had to. I had to go. And so I left comfort, old seasons, old things, people, places. I left it all. One thing I know for certain with God, as you journey with God, God tell you to go, go. And that's how it was for me. Go forward. go forward. It was no hesitation. Was I in fear? No. And even as in within my 30 days, I didn't talk to nobody really. Nobody really knew. My youngest daughter did know, but too many people ain't know what my when I was exiting out of here, and they just didn't know. So I held this dear to my heart. I held this dear to my heart because guess what? Every exit does not need to be put on notice, to be put on blast. Some things you do in life does not need to be publicized. You know, we live in a society now where everybody want to publicize this, publicity this, that, and just spread all kinds of, just putting everything out there. You do not put nothing out there prematurely. Never. So I held this move right here dear to my heart. Dear to my heart, and I moved and I got out of there. Now, so why Vietnam? Why? Um, well, first it was initially Thailand. Thailand. And it wasn't because it was a trend. I know a lot of people are giving up on travel trends. It's not travel trend for me. This is an assignment. I am on assignment for the Lord. I am. When one thing I do know, when you're on assignment, when you're on an assignment for the Lord, nothing matters. Nothing matters. You have to go. You have to do. You have to obey. I'm on assignment. This ain't got nothing to do with no travel trend. And no, I'm not on vacation, folks. I am not on vacation. I am living abroad. Living abroad and beyond. Crossing continents. And so again, I left familiar. And when God says go, go. And just like back here in May, God, kept giving me the scripture in Exodus 14, where he told Moses to tell the Egyptians to go forward. And so even before then, God was already giving me, little snippets of this, little snippets of that, and just certain scriptures. And at the end of the day, it was for me to go forward. Was I scared? No. Was I afraid? No. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't fearful at all. And I was speaking to somebody, a dear friend of mine earlier, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you're not afraid? Oh my gosh, you left this, you left that." A girl. When God is in it, child, please, ain't no need to be afraid for what? If God told me to go, I'm going. And so that's what I did. I obeyed and I am here. And so backtrack to Vietnam. Why Vietnam? This is what God chose. This is what God chose. This was, I want to say, the most easiest for me as far as getting here. One thing I do know, when you're on assignment for God, God going to pave the way. He's going to pave the way. So he had already paved the way for here for Vietnam. Like I said, initially, I had in my mind Thailand. Then again, it was Bali. And then God just switched that thing to Vietnam. Why now? Why now? Why not? Why not now? Why not now? It's now or never. And so, some people may say, well, wow, you're 51 and why now? Well, that's just how God does. So you're never too old. You're never too old to be used by God. You're never too old. You are never too old to be used by God. It's never late. I don't care how old you are. It's never too late. You're never too old to reinvent yourself. Life is about change. Life is about reinvention. And so, it was like, why now? Why? Why not? Why not now? Why not now? If God called it, God paved the way, okay, guess what? I'm going. I'm going where God wants me to go. So this journey here is the God of my journey. the God of my journey. And again, some people say, why after 50? Well, that's just how it was. It could have been, before 50, but again, God is God, and God does what He wanted it. So I just had to be obedient and to get into alignment with some things. And guess what? And I'm here. So it was a no brainer for me. So it wasn't no bucking back, and different things of that nature. But I do remember about 2 years ago, I was having a conversation with somebody, and I began to talk about moving abroad. And it was like the tears that came down. So it was like even in the midst of that, you know as I backtrack on a lot of just a lot of different pivotal moments in my life. And I remember that year, it was January, like I said, about 2 years ago. And I began to cry, and I began to get sad a little bit, because it was like, okay, I know I'm shifting. My life is shifting. My life is about to shift. And it didn't shift how I wanted to shift. I wanted to shift much faster. But of course, there were some things and different kinks and just different things that God had to, get out the way for me to go straight in that path. But just even in the midst of that, that was a shift for me. That was a shift that God was transitioning me. I was already in transitioning. The moment in the times that I felt real irritated and just over it with America, I was already in transition. God was already transitioning, some things. And so what pushed me here? Um, God. God pushed me here. It's obvious God has an assignment for me here in Vietnam. And I'm sure this is just the beginning of many other great countries in Southeast Asia. So yeah, I'm just so excited, to be here. And I know you guys are waiting on, okay, so what's going on over there and what's going on? Oh, it's a lot going on over here, sis. It's a lot going on over here. It has a lot. Vietnam is so beautiful. And first and foremost, let me say this. I'm not romanticizing or glamorizing Vietnam. Vietnam is beautiful. And I'm not selling Vietnam. I'm not selling it. So disclaimer, I'm not selling Vietnam. I'm not glamorizing it. I'm not romanticizing it. From my experience, it's beautiful here. It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. The people that I have encountered are so beautiful. And I hear some people online, and they're saying that, well, they experienced this, they experienced that. But guess what? I'm the type of person, what is another person's hardship or another person's whatever it is, that's not going to be my case. That's not going to be my case. And so my case has been different. It's beautiful here. When I say beautiful, it is beautiful. Let's get into the cost of living. The cost of living is 80% cheaper than the US. We already know, guys, that America is a scam. America is a scam. Guess what? America always hollering, oh, this is the land of the free, baby. That's not the land of the free. That is the land of the fees. The fees, FEES. America is the land of the fees. America is a scam. Here, the cost of living, guys, is 80% cheaper. And when I got here, I landed on the 4th. Praise God. I'm so excited. Oh, I land here on the 4th of July. I say the 4th of July. I'm sorry, the 4th of June. Today is the 4th of July, which marks my first 30 days here in the name. And so, what was I talking about, guys? Oh, yeah. So, I was here. So, a couple of days I stayed in, the hotel, just kind of, get myself settled in, because it was a long flight, but it was a beautiful flight. It was beautiful. You talking about from the moment, honey, I left that car at that dealership and got in that Uber and got to that airport and got in that plane. Oh, baby, it was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. But yeah, upon getting here and got in a hotel, got settled and everything. The hotel was nice, and just touching down on this soil, it was just so different. It was like the weight of everything was just dropped. Well, I wouldn't even say it dropped here. The weight of everything dropped the moment that I got on that plane. The moment that that plane began to nose up in the air, the weight of everything dropped immediately. When I say drop, the heaviness I was feeling, the frustration I was feeling, the tiredness, the exhaustion, survival mode. Survival mode. Oh, I'm gonna get into that another time, but not tonight. But the survival mode, all of that you talking about, man, it was whoa. But once I got here, it was so beautiful. Of course, it was foreign soul, me looking at this, looking at that, looking at the different signs and everything, and just like, wow, I'm here. I'm here. And it was a beautiful experience. And I remember when I got in a Grab ride. The Grab here is like a Uber. And guess what? The Grab rides, I can get me a ride for $2, baby. I can get me a ride for $1 something. I can get me a Grab ride for literally like $3 and something. $2 something. Lately, most of my rides been like $2. The most probably like $3.85. And in America, Uber, 40, 50, $60, $70 to get from point A to point B. What? I got in that Grab ride. I think that Grab ride was probably about $5 and something, guys. About $5 from the airport, from the main airport to my hotel. And I got in the hotel, and then I left out. I walked around. I didn't walk around too far because right outside the hotel, it was food. So I remember me going out there getting some. What is it? Pho, pho. I think they call it pho here. Man, that pho was so good. Oh my! I was in man, I was in heaven with that food. You talking about somebody in heaven? I was in heaven with that pho. Oh my gosh, that pho was so good, so fresh, so good. And I remember getting me it probably was a watermelon or a soursop. It was a watermelon or a soursop. Man, that soursop watermelon, whichever one I got was so good. All of it was good. It was just so good, so refreshing. I mean, it was like my whole soul was refreshed, revived. That food, I mean, you talking about farm on the table and food made in love. Oh my gosh, the herbs, the spices, everything was just so good, so yummy. And so I ate that food, and I went back into the room, and of course, I cried those 2 days. Yes, those first 2 days I cried. I really cried. I think that was the weight of everything, just even more weight just dropping off of me. You know, I cried, and and just I had those moments of where I just bust out, just crying and stuff. And yeah, but then after shoot, when it got to that third day, oh honey, I was together then. I was together. I was together. And and do I get sad? No, I don't. No, I'm not sad. I am happy. I have no reason to be sad. Do I miss my children? Yes, I miss my children. My children are grown though. They are grown. All of my children are grown. I am an empty nester. I am single. So yes, I miss my children, but guess what? I got to go. Mama got to go. I wasn't gonna sit there in DC and be miserable, miserable all my miserable and just tired and exhausted and depleted and frustrated. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was not going to sit there and remain in it. My kids are grown. So, but getting here, it was straight way. And as it went on and days went on, like my third day, my fourth day, I went outside even more, and I was out there walking around in these streets, in these Vietnam streets, and just exploring looking around, learning stuff, and just, just soaking in everything. Just really soaking in everything. And then as it went on, a couple of days after that, I got my apartment. Yes, I got me an apartment just like that. On my, what was it? On my fourth day. On my fourth day here, I got my apartment. Was that my fourth day? Yeah, my fourth day here. I got my apartment, and oh my gosh, oh, I fell in love with my apartment. Everything's fully furnished. Everything is brand new. Um, Brand new refrigerator, brand new washing machine, some pots and pans, a few bowls, some chopsticks. Everything here is brand new, brand new. Even the area back here is brand new. I consider it like a bougie area, upscale area, and they're still building back here. So everything, like I said, is fully furnished. The building is secured. It's not that many people that live here, in the building. Oh my gosh, I mean, like I said, everything has been fully furnished. So this definitely is the orchestration of God to orchestrate this. Only God could have orchestrated this whole reinvention. I'm telling you guys, I am in awe every day. Every day I'm in awe of what God, has been doing here. And upon, getting here, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, it was a lot of things that had to be unlearned. Um and learn. I'm still learning. I'm learning definitely the language barrier. Let's start with that, the language barrier. So it's very limited. I do know a little more than what it was when I got here. So guess what, baby? Look, I've been in chat, honey. I got in that phone, honey. Chat, this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. Oh, honey, I be in chat a lot. So as far as learning, the different the basic language here, the numbers, um, learning how to read certain stuff. I still can't read all of it out with the lines, the X, and all this crazy. Well, I'm not gonna say craziness, but their language. But there are certain words and certain things that may be in a street address that I see. Oh, okay, I know this. Okay, I know that. So, yeah, it's a lot of learning and a lot of unlearning. Again, the definitely language barrier. But guess what? I have Google Translator. So go in Google Translator, and that's how I translate. Matter of fact, I had a whole full conversation with my Vietnamese buddies down the street at the store down there. What was this? This was about night before last. Night before last. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. We were just sitting out there, and I always would go in the store and go get some water, go get my favorite chips, some Lay's. Oh, let me tell you about the Lay's, baby. The Lay's down here hit different. They do not taste nothing like America Lay's. America Lay's are very, very salty. Now, I like the ones in America, but I would eat Lay's like I gotta be very hungry to eat their Lay's, and I like the salt that's on it. But again, it wasn't something that I would consume every day here. Oh, I'm tearing the Lay's up down like every day. When I first got the Lay's, that's when I was in the hotel, and I was like, oh my god, man, the Lay's taste like, I don't know, got kind of like a sour cream onion taste to it and something else, but it tastes really good. It does not taste nothing like America chips. Matter of fact, they don't even have the same ingredients in the Lay's here versus America. And I was tearing them chips up. Then when I came, back here, where my apartment is in my community, and they had the nori seaweed, and I'm a big fan of seaweed. I'm a very big fan of seaweed. And I was like, let me taste it, man. I ain't even been back to the yellow bag, guys. I've been tan the green nori seaweed chips up. I've been tearing them things up, man. Them things is so good. And they got some other kinds I have yet to explore, but I'm looking forward to them. But I've been tearing them chips up. But again, like I said, we had a whole full conversation from the phone, Google Translator. So that's the way you'll be able to, communicate, with the Vietnamese people here. Get in your Google Translator. So that's what I did. Get in my Google Translator, and we had a whole conversation. I enjoyed them. They so cute, and they just so cute. I love them. And we were just, I mean, they was laughing at me, and oh my gosh, and we were just talking like, how many kids you have, where you from. And she told me, that's her store, which is her house. She owns it. She also rents out apartments. And we were just talking, they were just helping me with certain Vietnamese language here. And just like today, when I got some water, I went and got this water. And guess what, guys? This is Dasani water. This does not taste like the Dasani water back there in the States. And this water, how much is this water? This water probably about $1 dong. Dong is Vietnamese currency. This probably, hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Let me check something. Give me a second. Let me check. Let me check something and see how much that water is. I should know how much that water is. Hold on. Let me see. So we have here. And so, of course, with this, it's different prices. But guess what? At the end of the day, it's still cheap. You can get it for 10 dong. What cheapest I think I seen is 10 dong and 11 dong. So, baby, this big thing here is like 54 cents. America could never. America could never. This literally is 54 cents USD. America could never. America is a big scam. But yeah, the language barrier that you will have. But again, you overcome that by Google Translator, and also learning certain languages before you get here. Learn the basic before you get here. I learned, a few phrases before I got here. I didn't study it all into detail because I was working and I was tired. A girl was tired and exhausted and just stressed out. I was exhausted. I was working from 5 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Yes, that's a good shift, but it was tiresome. A girl was exhausted. I was walking. I'm grateful for the job because it allowed me to, be here and some other things. But I'm definitely grateful. But a girl was tired and exhausted. So I really didn't have that much time to really lean into the language here. But I did learn a few phrases before I touched down in Vietnam. So yeah, so the language barrier, and then the culture shock of the prices here compared to in America. I mean, well, I already knew because I've been on this journey, my research and everything. So I already knew that it was 80% cheaper than America. I already knew that a lot of stuff over here was cheap, honey. When I say your food cheap, your housing cheap, the clothing is cheap, honey. Yes, the clothing is cheap. You literally can get a nice, cute T-shirt depending upon where you traffic at in here in Da Nang. You get for like $1. So yeah, so the culture shock of that, and the food, from farm to table, everything is authentic, everything is fresh. You will never go hungry here in Vietnam. You will never go hungry here. And so yeah, and the problem here, I ain't gonna tell you guys how much I pay for rent, but I'm gonna do a what's the name on that and tell you guys how much I pay for rent here. But I mean, Again, it's never too late to start again. It's never too late. You're not too old. And if you came across this video, guess what? This video is for you. You're never too late. You are one decision away from the change you want to see in your life. You are one decision away from the change you want to see in life. And you know what? I posted something the other day. I did a short, and it said something. What did I say about you're one decision away from your yes? It's something of the nature. But guys, go check out some of the YouTube short videos that I did. But it's something to that extent. But you guys, it's, oh my gosh, it's beautiful when you follow God and you journey with Him. Yes, it's a journey. And it's like God at times take you through scenic routes. It's like, why I gotta go through this one? Why I gotta go through that? But I mean, guess what? You go through to get to. Did you guys hear that? You go through to get to. And so I went through some stuff, but I mean, yes, I mean, it's been beautiful here. Like I said, the food is from farm to table. The food I literally can get me a nice meal for like $1, $2, sometimes $3. It just depends. I mean, $20 will take you a long way here. But again, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing here. And if you guys are dreaming of starting over, whether it's abroad in life, living abroad, or whatever it is you want to do, as far as reinventing yourself, why not start? Do it. Do it. You're not too old. You're not too late. Stop limiting yourself. Stop allowing people to superimpose such limitations and restrictions upon you. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I hate for somebody to try to box me in and tell me what I can't do and all this other stuff. And I've always been a big fan of bravery. Bravery. I can definitely say that I've always been a woman of bravery. I do things that others wouldn't dare do. And it's just, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. And of course, you guys can see I'm here in Vietnam. I'm not afraid. I feel more safer here than in the States. I feel more safer here than in the States. And so, you guys, I want you to know something. You're not too old. You're not too late. Whether it's, reinventing yourself, starting over again. Maybe you want to, I don't know what starting over looks like for you. Maybe you want to learn how to ride a bike. Maybe you want to work out at 51, 55, 56, 57, maybe younger. I don't know. Guess what? It's never too late. It's never too old to reinvent you. You got to get out of comfort, though. You got to get out of comfort. If you're full of comfort and you full of, oh, no, I ain't doing this. Oh, no, guess what? Stay where you at. You're not going to grow. There's no growth in comfort. There is no growth in comfort. You can't grow in comfort. And God can't do nothing with a person who's full of themselves. You're full of pride and all that other stuff. God can't do nothing with you. Your soul going to have to be broken for Him even to do what He needs to do with you. But that's another story for another day. But I am loving Vietnam. My first 30 days here has been beautiful. It's been loving. The different people that I have met have been very encouraging. They've been very helpful. My Vietnamese grandpa and grandma around the corner, they always feed me good food. Guess what? That's like $1, and that's under $2. Man, you talking about you getting noodles. I'm getting fish. I'm getting guy. Guy is called chicken here. What else? What else in it? I'll be having greens. I'll be having broccoli, string beans. Sometimes it may be rice. It'd be a nice portion-sized meal. From my Vietnamese grandmother and grandfather around the corner. And it's literally under about $2. $2 or something, or $1 and something. It's literally, it just depends on what I get. But I don't spend no more than $3 on my meals. Unless I decide to go out and indulge a little bit. But I'm telling you, it's farm to table over here is 80%. The cost of living is 80% cheaper here. Um, it's a lot of beaches here. Oh my gosh. Everywhere you go, you can get your coffee. You get your coffee, cafe. You can get that for like $1 and something. Carrot juice, fresh beet juice, cane sugar. Cane sugar, oh, that's something that I've been going to a lot. Cane sugar, beet juice, celery drink, all that's like $1 and something, $2. I'm telling you guys, so it's been beautiful here. I took the first 30 days to, learn, the culture, learn, some more basic language here, some language that, I need, learn, how to get around a little more, learning where this market at, what this market have. There's different markets here. We have Han market, we have Con market. What's the other market? What is it called? Anbach. That's another market. So just learning what different markets at. Oh, guys, even I went and got my teeth clean. I went and got my teeth clean about 2 Fridays ago. And guys, $10. $10. I'm gonna do some footage on that as well too. $10. America could never. America could never. So Vietnam has definitely been spoiling me. I don't have to stress. I move slower now. I live in the moment. That what I have learned. Of course, there are other things that I have learned, but one thing I can say, I'm living in the moment. What I mean by that is not so much rushy, where, how a lot of times back in the States, honey, you get your food, your curry out, you go about your business. You get your curry out, you going in the car and eat, or either you going eat while you driving, or either you going to get it, eat when you get home. No, it's I'm learning. And one thing I've learned here in the Vietnamese culture, they love it when you come into their establishment, whether it's a cafe, which is coffee, whether it's carrot juice, nuoc meal, that's cane, sugar cane drink. So whether it's that, whether it's guy chicken, whether it's whatever fish, they would like for you to sit down. You go in and you order your food. They say sit down. They pull the seat out for you. They pull it out for you and say sit down, sit down, sit down. They like for you to sit down. And so I've learned to just sit down. I remember one time I got my food, probably on 2 occasions. I got my food and just come on here and I eat because it's so hot. It's another thing here in Vietnam. It's hot. Oh, honey, baby, the heat. Oh, honey, y'all got that menopause, but guess what? If you got the menopause like I did, the menopause, but you sweating like I don't know what, you don't have to. I'm not gonna say you don't have to worry about it here, but baby, the heat here gonna humble that menopause. And also too, since I've been here, I haven't had those hot flashes. As far as the hot flashes and everything, I have not had those hot flashes. So that lets me know my system has been recalibrated, my hormonal system. I'm out of flight mode. I mean, not flight. Yeah, well, flight and fight mode. So my nervous system is much calmer. It has recalibrated. Let me tell y'all something. No more hot flashes. When I say no more hot flashes, no more hot flashes. And I brought my little hormonal hot flash cream with me. I don't even need to use that. I don't, even though it's hot here, it's hot. And that was something that I was worried about, as far as coming here. I'm like, because, the different people that I have followed and I have built a rapport with prior to coming here, they always talking about the heat here, and the heat here is mean, honey. You out here in these Vietnamese streets, you're going to take at least like 2 or 3 showers. It depends on, if you're out all day, you're going to take you 2 to 3 showers and you're going to need to stay hydrated. Drink plenty of coconut water. So I drink plenty of coconut. Coconut water is fresh. I'm talking about the real coconut water. The real coconut water is fresh. Fresh coconut water that I am drinking from off the trees. They're getting the coconut water from off the trees. And so I drink a lot of coconut water, and it's called Precari Sweat. Precari Sweat. Some say like Gatorade, but I don't do it in comparison to Gatorade because Gatorade is no match for Precari Sweat. Precari Sweat is so good. Um, I know a lot of people drink that as far as upon after working out, but I drink it while I'm out, and that coconut water to refresh myself because the heat here is unmatched, honey. This heat here gonna humble you, baby. But guess what? Like I said, the hot flashes, those have subsided. Those definitely have subsided. So no more hot flashes. So yeah, so it's just I'm much more calmer now. I'm at peace. It's slower pace now, slower paced living. I don't have to rush. I gotta go here. I gotta go there. I gotta go to Costco's. I gotta go get some gas. I gotta go with such and such house. I gotta go drop something off. I gotta go to storage. You gotta go all these many places back here in America. No, here, even though it's different, I'm in different soil, but I don't have to go all those. Of course, I don't have to go all those places because that's back there. But I'm living in the moment. I'm in the moment. So now I get my food, I sit down, I eat, I take my time eating, and I just sit there and just enjoy the ecstatics of the cafes, enjoying the people, chatting with certain people. Hey, how you doing? Are you here from America? So just talk with different people from different backgrounds, different places, and just looking at the koi fish, the greenery, the nature, roosters running out, the mopeds that's just here and there, here and there. So I've learned to embrace the moment, maximizing the moment, being present in the moment is very pivotal to starting over in life. Be present. And so, yeah, it's been a lot learning, but my first 30 days has been blessed. It's been slower pace of living. Just soaking in all the sun, the beautiful sunsets, the beautiful people here, the food here. Oh my gosh, the food here is unmatched. You will be in heaven here with this food here, honey. So it's been beautiful here. My first 30 days has been so exciting. A lot of reflection, and just peace and calmness and just gratefulness. I've really been grateful within these 30 days. As I go out, I take my walks, my prayer walks, and I'm just thankful to God and just grateful for Him allowing me to just be here and rewriting my story, the God of my journey. So yeah, guys, but I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do another live, and we're gonna talk a little more about the cost of living here, and I'll go deeper into some other things. But my first 30 days here has been beautiful. God has definitely beautified my life. Isaiah 51:3, it is here. It is here. And so I am so excited, and it's unexplainable, folks. It's unexplainable. And tomorrow I go get me a massage. I'm gonna get me a massage. I'm gonna get me a massage tomorrow. And guess what? 90 minutes, $23. 90 minutes, $23 for a full massage. And wait till I show the status of this place on the outside and even on the inside. So that's my treat to myself tomorrow. $23, 90-minute massage. And that's the cost. Like I said, the cost of living here is unmatched. Unmatched. America can never. America never. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Come on in. Tell me where you're coming in from. Welcome in. Where are you coming in from? But yeah, somebody just popped on. But anyway, America can never. America could never. You talking about, then there's some massages, depending upon where you go to, like $30. $30. And back in the States, it's like what, 200 something dollars for a massage. Man, they can't touch the aesthetics of these massage places here in Vietnam. So yeah, I'm gonna give me a massage tomorrow. But yeah, so yeah, come on and follow the journey, guys, of faith, freedom, and just living here in foreign soul. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I tell you, it's beautiful. I'm just so grateful. I'm forever grateful for this moment. And I want you guys to know again, it's never too late. You're never too old. Somebody's waiting on your yes. Or could it be God waiting on your yes? Could it be too that you're holding up somebody else's destiny? Could it be you are the generational breaker? You are the bloodline breaker to break free your generation. But because you are so afraid and so fearful of the unknown, of not knowing XYZ, you're boxing your own self and you're putting limits on yourself. You're never too old, you're never too late. I'm living proof. From Southeast DC to Southeast Asia, only God could have done this. Only God, only God. So with that, guys, I'm going to get off here. I hope you guys have gotten something, but I'll be back again, and we're going to dig in more to question and some questions and answers. We're going to do a Q&A and dig more into here in Vietnam. I'm just in awe, guys. I'm still in awe. It's been 30 days. I'm still in awe. But with that, guys, see you guys later. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for rocking with a girl. Again, you're never too old. You're never too late to begin again. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and join the journey. Join my journey. Follow my journey. Because, baby, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. So, with that said, guys, bye. You guys have a great evening, great morning. It's my night, and probably many of you guys morning, evening. So with that, see you guys later. Bye bye. Thank you guys for joining, and make sure you guys share this live, and let me know for my replay viewers. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about more. What do you guys want to see more of? Far as some of my content that I'll be bringing. Yeah, and also to question for you guys: would you move abroad after 50? Also, are you Team America or Team Overseas? All right, guys. Bye bye. Talk to you soon.